In Washington, Democrats have introduced a proposal that would tax the capital gains of billionaires and very high earners. They would tax those gains before those gains are realized. How about that? House Ways and Means Committee Chair Jason Smith back with us this morning. Mr. Chairman, you say the Democrats' wealth tax goes beyond making just the wealthy pay their fair share. They're not just taxing the rich. It trickles down and tax everybody, does it?
It absolutely does, Stuart. All of their tax proposals, they try to say that we're going after the wealthy to make sure that they pay their fair share. But then when you look in the details of their proposals, it's always targeting working class Americans. I'll give you the example of the $80 billion that they gave the IRS to hire 87,000 new agents. 600,000 new audits will now be in place for people making less than $75,000 a year. They say one thing, but they do another.
This wealth tax, am I right in saying that they propose to tax capital gains before you've made those gains? That's what they're trying. That's unconstitutional, isn't it?
They have several proposals out there, Stuart, to tax all different items, increasing individual rates, increasing capital gains. There isn't a tax that a lot of them would disagree with.
Okay. I want you to listen to President Biden's response when asked about his interaction with Hunter's business associates. Roll tape, please.
Can you explain to the Americans amid this impeachment inquiry why you interacted with so many of your son and brother's foreign business associates?
I'm not going to comment on that. I did not, and it's just a bunch of lies.
You didn't interact with many of their business associates?
I did not. There's lies.
Mr. Chair, have you established a firm link between Chinese money and Vice President Biden back in the day?
Stuart, what the president just said there is completely a lie. The two IRS whistleblowers that came before the Ways and Means Committee just this week provided 56 pages of documentation, including 327 different emails that speak otherwise. In fact, out of those 327 emails that the IRS whistleblowers provided, they were from Joe Biden's fake accounts, and 54 of them went directly to Hunter Biden's business associate, Eric Schwerin, who was the chief architect of all of those 20-plus shell corporations that the Biden family uses to send millions from foreign entities and divide it up amongst family members. There's so many interesting issues that we have right here. But the president said at the beginning he knew nothing about his son's business dealings. We know that's a lie. He said then he wasn't involved in his son's business dealings. We have seen otherwise now, and it looks like he probably benefited from it with more than $240,000 of, quote, loan repayments from James Biden to himself.
Is that enough to impeach?
Well, we're following the facts, Stuart. I'm not going to get the cart before the horse. We are pushing towards an impeachment inquiry that will help leverage the enforcement to push this administration to stop stonewalling us. There's several witnesses at the Justice Department and the FBI and the IRS that needs to come before Congress and answer questions. However, the high-ups in the administration has been refusing to bring them forward. And then there's additional documentation that we need to see in order to move forward.
Has Hunter Biden agreed to appear behind closed doors?
We subpoenaed him to appear for depositions on December 13th. It wasn't an offer. It was a subpoena. I hope that he honors that subpoena. If not, we will hold him in contempt.
One last one for you, sir. Jamal Bowman has been censured. The vote was just in a few moments ago. Did you vote to censure?
I did vote to censure him, and it was a bipartisan vote, which is something important to note. This gentleman obstructed official proceedings by purposefully pulling a fire alarm during a vote on the House floor to try to delay that. That is a crime. He pleaded guilty to the crime. He needed to be censured for it.
Got it. Jason Smith, chair of the very important House Ways and Means Committee. Thank you very much for being with us, sir. We always appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Have a great weekend, Stuart.
Yes, sir.